What's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. Happy Monday. I hope you are well. I'm going to talk about 2024 and summer 2023 and then like what I plan to do. So this year is the first year, 2023, is that I introduced a yearly, and I have successfully, I'm about to finish this. So I'm done. We are here. And then I have that and that, and I'm finished. So why do I need a yearly planner? Well, because when I say yearly, I want all the year in one book. I have always chased that in a cousin, in a weeks, rings, you name it. And I wasn't doing that. I was jumping all over the place, and which is why I created my monthly book system. Well, this is just a month. So this satisfies my hopping all over the place and still having a main system and being able to be creative. You guys know I also have to have planner projects. It's not a matter of like, I have to be working with my hands. I have to create something. I have to write. I get very antsy. I get very anxious. It just provides a whole lot of peace. So my monthly book is always going to catch things from a in-depth, high-level view for the month. And then the week will catch just pretty much the highlights. If you guys watched my husband's video, he was pretty accurate. Just what we did that day. So if we went to Smoothie King, Shipley's, Instacart, all that's going to be captured in here. And on the 8th, it's going to tell me we went to Smoothie King, Shipley's, what we bought. I bought somewhat at Instacart, like any planner projects, any journaling, what's for dinner, whether it's going to catch, the daily is going to catch really, really, really like what happened. And then the weekly, I have to have a monthly, weekly, daily in my main system. It's just not gonna work, even though I have it right here. Again, redundancy is the key for me and my planning. So I'm going to keep the same. This ain't going nowhere, and this I need to like figure out soon because it keeps lifting. And then the way this is like rigid, like has like the bumps, it's not working out pretty well. So that's kind of like why I always do this, where I cut a little bit, and I didn't do that. I'm probably gonna end up doing that though. So my monthly catches a lot. It lets me have, when I say monthly book, now throughout the years I have been the Astrology 365, finish it all. I have found that I don't need that much because I dabble in all kinds of things. I don't need that much, but I do need to have 4 to 5 weeks in a book. I have spent a lot of money on Astrologies, and yes, this is my hobby, but I really, 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 truly want to downsize the price. And I've been on the search this year for other books that, notebooks, just plain notebooks that could satisfy and do the same thing that Astrology does. And you're going to still see that in 2024. You're going to see me go into different sizes in my monthly books, different papers, different stuff. I'm not going to sit here and say, I'm going to be Astrology Queen the whole year. No. Because I'm really liking the B6 Slim and the compactness of this Midori MD notebook. I am loving the price. I am loving that it's lined. It's $8.99. I can get about 2 or 3 books for the price of, well, maybe 2 books for the price of 1 with Astrology. So even though for the new year, I've already set up this one, I'm still going to use it because this is repurposed. And it's kind of almost the same size as this. Actually, I think it is. So it's like a little bit more narrower than the B6 Slim and a little bit more higher. because I used this notebook in my, what is that called? My Slim Punto. So you're gonna see me have my monthly books. This year I did about 14 books. That was because there's about 3 months. I want to say it's January, January, October, and December, where I have 2 books for the 5 weeks or the 4 weeks. That's because I got indecisive, and that was because I was like, well, one of those months my book broke. My October book broke the spine in the Moleskine 400 expanded. So either way, I am very thankful and excited to have a system that I can archive, that I can have a system that's readily available. Like, let's talk about this week. I had just planned out, let's go back to last week. So all I did was morning pages, food log, right? Homeschool, brain dump, weekly, and my dailies. That's my system. Very, very, very condensed. Like, I'm talking condensed. What I like to have in my system sometimes is journaling, prayers, devotion notes, and then I sometimes miss that. So what I did this week, so I can have my morning prayer, my devotion, my morning pages, I put my prayers back in, and then I put my food log, but I did the different layout for my food log. Why? Because if you look back in my food log over here last week, I just was using, like, I was skipping lines. I was like, wait a minute, you could just go back to this and see. And then it helps me, like, stop eating so much, eat smaller. The homeschool that I said I was going to take out, I didn't. I ended up using, so this weekly here is from Roro Designs, and it's RHORO Designs, and this was standard size. I put it to 90%, I think, and this is the other side. So it's the dashboard layout, like Happy Planner's dashboard layout. So I use this side for homeschool, and then I put this side on my week, and then I drew it out because that's basically what it is and what I've been liking. This is, I think, my second week trying out this, and I really like it because it really, really lets me see all of what we got going on a grander scale, versus that I used to have it on the half side here. And then I'm just loving this layout. So I just was lazy and did this. So yeah, that's what I've done this week coming up. And then I've got my brain dump, and then I've got my weekly and my dailies. So here's my dailies. And then again, it loops again. So I love my system, and it lets me finish books. It lets me have life in here. I could save them for my family members. So that is not going to stop. Now let's talk about my yearly. Okay, I already have the 2024 set up, ready to go. Oops, look at what I did. Sorry guys, hold on. My little cart was attached to it, and like it just took off. So I already have my 2024 Moleskine set up, ready to go for me. Okay, ready. I am already used to this. It's totally my reliable one that I can go to for the yearly perspective. What's wrong? You ready to eat? You're scared? Why? Oh, you're getting your phone. Got it. Okay, so let me talk about I love the cousin, but the cousin I've never been able to finish because it's a lot. It's a monthly, it's a weekly, and it's a daily. But I love the cousin in the B6 size. So I never tried a full year or half year B6. I've tried it in the past, and I didn't finish it. As you can see, this is not my first one, but my first one that I cut down ever. Go. Sorry, my dogs are a little rough here. Okay, so the first one that I I cut down like in 2019 or 20. It's still like, still going strong. I haven't finished it. And for years I was like, well, just finish them when you finish them. Who cares? But now I'm like, no. I want to like have a full year. So I was like, okay, monthly, you don't really use, you just use the weekly, you do journal on the dailies, you know. And this is the one that I created for 2023 when I got it half off on Amazon. I could totally just go with this and just try to finish it, right? But I'm like, no, you have like November and December in here. I know. But I want like this. I want like a January all the way to the end of the year. So then I'm like, okay, what if you just do something smaller so you could totally finish it? And then I took out the take a note that I had gotten secondhand from someone, I forget who. And I got it around this time in April. No, I'm lying. I got it back here, December. And I love it, but it's so light. Okay. So very light. Like, I don't know about you, but I could see it because I'm looking at it. But if you're on camera, it looks super, super light. So you've got a week and then you've got the days to follow. I have always loved this layout. I have an A6 Nanami Anastology that I've done in this layout forever. It is a really great layout. So I was like, okay, I'll just trace it. And this could be like a pen to paper. And that is exactly what I wanted to do in this. But then I started putting stickers. So I was like, okay. And then I bought a whole bunch of character stickers. And I was like, okay, fine. The character stickers are not that bad. Just use it as a bullet journal. Well, I stopped. And then I picked it back up. I put it in rings. Right here, you could tell. I put it in A6 rings in February. And then I went back in April. Didn't even finish it. So I was like, okay, because I was going to go like legit and buy the A5 take a note. And I was like, you could do it. But A5, it's really, I mean, I'm not going to say that I'm not going to buy that. It's still definitely on the table. So then, this is still 2023, right? So I was like, okay, what if you finish out the rest of the week, the year in this, in the A6? And if you find that it works for you, go ahead. But I was like, you and your damn stickers. I love stickers. I'm never going to go away with the stickers. That is why I have this one. It's just like my memory keeper sticker book. Like, I have to have it. It's just no way. So my year of record, when all else fails, I'm going to update the Moleskine because that is one for 2024. That is the one. It only takes, like, I set this up yesterday and I won't touch it maybe till Thursday. And that's why I like this. And that's why it's so easy. Like, yesterday I did this and I was done for the week. I used my main system to just to write down what we did. And then for me, I feel like it's just a really good way to, just have my year there. And then whereas this is going to require more work, because if I just plot down the week, then I'm going to have these dailies. And then I feel like this is not enough space. And then so yeah, I'm going to just play in this still for the rest of the year. But the cousin is what I really, really want to do. I really want to do a B6 Avec style for 2024. I want to cut it just like this, and I want to use it. But I'm like, Moni, and I want to just catch the year in it. I really love doing different weekly layouts in the cousin. So now I'm creating one like this. So all I would do is basically, I have a lot of videos of how I done the whole, to me, I can't tell that it's vertical. All I know is that it's horizontal. And I freaking love that. Like, I did this one with hardly any stickers, just up here. And you guys, I just have so much fun doing that throughout the year. That's why a cousin will never leave me. So and then the dailies, I love doing like a journal, tasks, you know, whatever. Like I make them whatever I want. And I love doing that. Even like this one, I didn't even write in it, I don't think. And I just put a quote. And then I put a picture of my son, and like, because I tend to use them like day on 2 pages. And I really like the B6 because you don't get all of that paper like crap at the bottom, and you still can get your weekly, you know, your Sunday here, your months are still there, they're not affected. So I feel like you get the cousin well, I should say you get the A5 size, but just in a more streamlined. Like some you have to cut down here, but that's okay. Like I accommodated for that. Like, so I can technically do January, February, March, April, May, June, and then probably like start the spring edition one when the spring comes. So I don't know. I am still on the fence with that, but I do know that these were the contenders for the year of record. And this one obviously is going to be up there with that. So that is my system. That is what I am going to do for my planning system. Now, you will still see me film every single day on planner projects. And if it's a planner project, I'm going to put that in the title. But I have a whole bucket. Rings, weeks, disc bound, like all the stuff. I really, really thought the Kinbor was going to be like a runner-up. See, I'm going to go and, this is what I love. I'm going to go and fill this out. But it's not, because I don't like that I have to, if I want to do a year of record, I don't like that I have to put the dates, because, so I'm just going to use this occasionally when I want the paper and all that. So, but it's really, really a great, great, great option. I also thought of the what you call it? What is this? The Wonderland. And for a minute there, I was totally just going to do the Wonderland, because I mean, it's perfect, but I was going to get the Wonderland with the unstacked. And it's still, that's what I'm saying. I have like 2 weeks to get my life together. But in terms of my year of record, I also really, really like this one too. But I like the cousin better because I can draw different layouts with it. So I'm still going to have these in the cut, and I'm still going to use them. What I've done throughout, and I know a lot, oh gosh, a lot of people, to include my friend, Danny Planorama. She's like, Monique, you're going to cut it to a standard. And she is right. I love the standard look of the cousin. Okay, I even do horizontal in it. I do vertical in it. She's right. I do. I have had this one legitimately. Oh my gosh, you guys. Let's go look. 2020, 2021. Yeah. And see, I've never finished it. I never finished it. So I'm not going to say that I won't use any other sizes in the cousin while I'm trying to search for my never ending, you know, let's finish the cousin challenge. I do. I want to challenge myself. I don't know what size is going to make the cut, but I really, really want to finish a cousin. And the last time I even came remotely close to it was 2019. And it's just like a challenge for me. I thought about making a challenge and doing like, finish the Hobonichi cousin with me, you know? And for a minute there, I did put that on my stories on my Instagram. But I don't know. I don't want to like commit to that because I know I also like the Moleskine. So we shall see. Maybe I'll do both just because I want to challenge myself. But this is my standard. I always keep that close by because I freaking love it, man. I freaking love it. I also thought, okay, we'll do the weeks. Do the Hobonichi weeks as your year of record. I tried that. I lasted 9 months and it got me irritated. But I'm still in it. I still have one set up. That's what I'm trying to tell you. I still have one set up and I'm not gonna not use it. It's so small. Like, who the hell couldn't update this on weekly basis. Like, but if you've known me and if you watched my channel for so long, you should know my system. But if you don't, my monthly books will never, ever, 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 ever go anywhere. They just won't. They've worked. I'm going on the 5th year, and they just will not. So I put this on to the side for 2024 to come. These I'm just gonna kind of play with. This goes in my bucket. Like, again, this will be finished soon. And then, yeah, my main book just sits with me on my little area, and we just go to town. You know what I mean? We just cross off days. We just do the thing, and it's become very, very helpful for me for my mental health. I use it a lot. I am both ADHD and autistic, so I've explained some of that in my planning and how that works. So it's like an organized, disorganized chaos, and that's kind of what you'll get in if you know me. Like, in my planner wise, I can be so disorganized, but then like if I change up my system, I get so rigid and I have problems, and like it's just crazy. But I use my system to really, really help me through my mental health, and I've set it up organically like that for it, so this will never go away. But anyhow, I thought I would try to explain my system for 2024, and if you're like, Monique, I have no idea what you're saying, that's fine. My system is a year of record and a monthly book. That's it, point, period, blank. If you see me do anything else, it's because I'm having fun, legitimately. I want to be able to have a monthly book, and I want to be able to have a yearly. It just really, really, really helps me, and I love it, and it worked out so well for me. There was a week that I got really, really, I doubted. I was like, I don't think this is for me. And I wrote about it on here, and like I journaled where I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work anymore. I even did a really minimal one, but I liked that I allowed myself to pick it back up, even though I was like, I don't know where I did with it. It's somewhere around here. It was like the first week where I really felt like this one. This was the first week in this whole book that I felt meh about it. I didn't have loads of joy reaching for it, but I do want all my data in one book, so I will update it. Maybe the pen to paper option in this book. And so I still am searching for that pen to paper option and my pretty planning. But anyhow, this is just what's gonna work for me. And this as like a main system. And then everything else again, plain. So I hope you understood it. If not, I totally get it. I'm excited for 2024. I can't wait for the new year. It's in 2 weeks. That's absolutely nuts. I cannot believe we're going to be in 2024. Like, I remember when it was Y2K and everybody was freaking out. And bless you. So yeah, thanks for watching. And until the next video, God bless you.